my channel. Today's video is going to be somewhat of a different type of video. I'm just going to be talking about something that was really personal to me and something that affected me in a negative way, and I wouldn't wish this on any other girl out there, girl or guy out there. So today is going to be about my weight gain journey and my body positivity journey. I wanted to gain a lot of weight and be thick. I did it and I regretted it. Like, growing up, I didn't have any like really bad eating habits. When I say growing up, I mean from like when I was born until like middle school. I ate pretty good. My mother cooked like almost every single day. I ate home cooked meals, and my mom was really healthy. Like, she like organic stuff, always had fruits and vegetables, like always, like pretty much healthy. I don't know if I could find any pictures of when I was young, just because like I didn't have a phone till I got in high school, so I wasn't taking pictures. But I was really skinny naturally. I was really skinny, basically because my parents are skinny naturally. Like, they're just like the way genetics is set up. Like, my parents are really slim. I was also very active growing up. I was always in some type of sport, mainly because my parents had mad kids, so they put us in sports. You know what I mean? Because they had to work and stuff like that. So I was always in sports. I played baseball, I ran track, I played basketball, and I liked to play football even though I couldn't play on a team. During like gym, when we would go outside, I will always like play football, play like two-hand touch and stuff like that. So I was always really active. Now, it wasn't until I got into like high school that I could be more free with my diet, as in like I would get like allowance to where I can go and get fast food and stuff outside. Like, that's when I got into high school, that's when I really started like discovering fast food. You know what I mean? I used to get McDonald's every single morning for breakfast. I used to get a freaking sausage burrito and an iced latte. Sometimes I would get a McGriddle if I was feeling a little like, popping bands that day. Give me the McGriddle, yo. When I got into high school, I also started working out. Like, not just being active in sports, I started working out. Like, I remember I saw this video of like LeBron James working out and like doing like 1,000,000 crunches, and I was just like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be LeBron James. And I started working out every single day. I would do 20 crunches and then 50 crunches and then 100 crunches a day. Like, I would always work my midsection. So by the time I got out of high school, or like when I was like just getting out of high school, like 17, 18, I started like, my stomach was really flat, and I got like cuts in my stomach. Basically, I was getting packs in my stomach, but I was still really lean, really slender. I didn't have any hips. Around the time of like me being 17, 18, that's when I started feeling like I didn't like who I was. And everyone has insecurities, but I was really insecure about how I looked. Like, as in, I would wear, the trend when people would like tie a plaid shirt around their waist. I would wear that every single day because I felt like my hips, like I felt like it made me look like I had a little bit of hips, so I would do that style. I would also wear high-waisted jeans because for some reason I felt like they made me look like I had a butt. And then I just started getting really obsessed with like having a big butt. And I really think, and it's not a cop-out, and I'm not blaming anyone else for what I did, but I really wanted to look like the Instagram models I was seeing. Like, everyone had like big butts and like really small waists, and like, and I was just like, how am I gonna do that? One, I don't have the money to do that, you know what I mean? One, I don't have the money, but I knew I wanted to get like a little thick. Like, I wanted to be thick. Like, I don't know why my mindset was like this, and I see this on the internet so much. Like, every girl wants to be thick. Every girl wants to get on amphetamine and be thick and have this really crazy looking body that doesn't really exist in the real world. Like, every girl is not like that. There are some girls like that that's beautiful naturally, but not every girl has to be like that. And I thought like, oh, I'm into makeup, I'm into this, so let me get into like having the big butt. Also, I would go to like makeup counters. I don't know if this is just in my hometown, but I would go to like makeup counters and like at Mac and stuff like that, all the girls had really big butts and like really big boobs. And I was just like, let me gain some weight. I'm never gonna get thick if I can't gain weight because I'm always working out. I'm like hella active. I used to, if you guys don't know, I graduated high school late. So like 18 to 19, I was still in high school. And I was in this program where the classes was really long. It was like a credit recovery. Anyway, I had a gym class that was like 2.5 hours long. I'm not even kidding. So like 1 hour, I would like 30 minutes I would do the treadmill, then like 30 minutes I would do abs, and then like 30 minutes I would do like play badminton, and you know what I mean? Like I would be active, and I would love the gym. But then I said, let me stop doing this. I would go to class and just like sit there or like just play badminton. I was just like, I'm gonna start eating whatever I want, and I'm going to start working out, and that should get me a big butt. Something told me like it probably won't work out how you want it. Like you'll probably end up just being fat in the wrong places. But in my mind, I was gonna still do crunches every single day, like killer crunches. So in my mind, I thought I would be gaining weight mostly in my hips and like around, and then I would keep my midsection tight. So that's how I was gonna get the perfect body. And I would just pig out. Like I'm talking like pig out. Like I would get a 1/4 pounder meal, like a large 1/4 pounder meal plus 10-piece nuggets. Yeah, that was pretty much my plan to gain weight. I was just gonna eat bullshit and not work out. One day an aunt said something to me and she was like, you sure you're not smoking? Cause you look skinny. Like your face looks really skinny. And my face has always been really chiseled, and I hate it. Like I used to hate that about me because I used to feel like that made me look manly or like masculine because my jaw was so freaking cut. And also I have a very slim face. Like I have a very slender face, and I always thought it was so pretty when girls had like chubby cheeks. And like I'm telling you honestly what I thought at this time. So I wanted my face to be fatter as well. So I overall wanted to gain weight, and I was like, F it, I'll just work out my midsection and those other sections to lose weight or whatever after I gain weight in the places that I wanted to gain weight. Which was the dumbest thing ever because it doesn't work like that. When I started eating like that, when I stopped exercising, it affected me in a crazy way, which I did not expect. Like, that following year was the first year I've ended up in the hospital because of anxiety. I've always had a little bit of anxiety, but I've never started having anxiety, like full-blown anxiety attacks, until I started not exercising and not eating right. I also was just really depressed and feeling down and like not motivated. Like I didn't want to do anything. Like I didn't want to do the things that I liked. I didn't want to do. Like it took me so much energy to even fill out a job application. Like I was just not motivated. My brain was fuzzy. I couldn't concentrate on anything. I couldn't like set goals for myself. I couldn't work towards anything. I had no ambition. I didn't have the knowledge that I do now, knowing that that stuff directly affects every single thing in your body. Also, I started developing like ovarian cysts and like high hormone levels, and like my hormones would just be all over the place. And you know, it was just a not fun time, you know. It was just really not fun. And more recently, now that I've been reading more, before I used to just read a bunch of fiction, you know, like books that really doesn't, like, you don't learn much from those books, you know. But recently I've started reading a lot of self-help books and a lot of like nutrition books and like books about helping yourself internally in your mental health. And if I would have knew how much food and exercising and being active and going outside can affect your physical health, like I knew that it just wasn't connected for me back then. And I know you are probably watching this like, duh, girl, like, duh. Don't you always hear like, be healthy, be happy? But it didn't connect for me when I was young. I knew it, but I just thought other things was more important, like the way I looked on the outside, which is not the truth. It's how you feel on the inside. I started having like just problems with everything, like digestion. I started getting heartburn from everything. I feel like everything gave me heartburn. I used to love spicy foods. I cannot eat spicy foods anymore because it instantly, I can't even have barbecue sauce with my chicken nuggets. Like I can't, because it gives me heartburn. Lately I've been really, really, really pushing mental health and physical health, like just health, not physical looks, physical health. There's a difference. I just want other girls to know that it is so important to take care of those things. It's not important how you look. It's not important how much followers you have on the gram. It's not important how many guys like you and trying to DM you. It's just not important. Like, yes, take care of yourself, take care of your body, because you only get one physically, but take care of your body from the inside. It's not all about how it looks. It's about it being healthy. I cannot stress that enough. You are a queen. You should not be putting things into your body that are bad, whether it be people, whether it be music, whether it be TV shows, whether it be food. We all need to filter out these things and be careful what we consume and what we take in, because that makes all the difference. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Link me on my other social media accounts. They will all be linked down below. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.